What's good, everyone? Right now I'm out here in Duluth, Georgia, and I'm at something that I didn't think I would see either. You might catch a glimpse of it as I'm filming this video, so I'll just let you know that it is that place over there, an abandoned Kohl's. Never seen one before until then, and it was a great place to check out. So if you did watch that video and you didn't see this one for some reason, depending on, like I said, how I get them out, then you would see that this is an abandoned super Target. Either that or like a Target Great Line. I'm not entirely sure, but this is a big Target with the two entrances in it that you typically don't see from Target stores. Usually many of them now, especially even the new modern ones that they've renovated that look like have all the glass pieces in it and stuff like that, those even have the entrance in one spot and it's exit and enter on either side. But this had two separate entrances, which when I pulled up and I saw this place before I came out here because I wanted to see the Kohl's, I saw this was super Target and I was like, oh, no freaking way. But it definitely looks like a Target. I just don't know which branch of it, like whether it was the Great Land or whether it was a super Target. It looks like it closed a long time ago, and they've actually got this Furniture Mart place operating out of one of the entrances. I contemplated going in there just to see how it looked, but I don't know if I will. And I also wanted to point out when I flip the camera, I'll show you what I mean. What's over there in old Babies R Us. But we're gonna check this out. There isn't much to see. They've papered up all of the windows with these plastic bags over them, and there's a bunch of trucks out here because that is a furniture place, and they've kind of fenced off the rear of this place, and they use the loading docks to load furniture in because they're on that side, but they operate out of that side, so I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna go check this out really quick. So as you can see, what looks like it clearly would have been a super Target or a Target Great Land in a former life. Now, like I said, over there is the Furniture Mart. I'm not going to check that out, but I was just fascinated by this because I've never seen one. Obviously, it hasn't been maintained. You can see there's a ton of overgrowth and stuff like that, but we're not looking at that. We're looking at the building. And like I said, pretty much evident of a Target. Now, I'm not sure what it would have set up there, and like I said, I'm not entirely sure on maps what this shows up as, but it is actively used. I honestly think that they used the whole thing. This just isn't open to the public on this side, so I'm not going to be here really long, but I needed to check this place out too because I've never seen a super Target with my own eyes, and I don't know when I will. So interesting retail desert land over here. I say that because, like I said, the Kohl's closed in 2025, and then the Babies R Us, which I'll have to get a picture of before I leave this place, that closed when Babies R Us went out of business. But I'm not sure when the Target closed, to be honest. And like I said, if you look at the entrance of this, if you look at it, still has power obviously and hasn't been well maintained. There's a lot of lights out. The only one that works is that one. But as you can see, they've papered up all of the doors, so we can't really see much, which really does suck. And I can try and reach above the glass, but I don't want to draw any attention to myself because, like I said, this still technically is an active building. But to show you that it was a Target, on the side of the building there's something, and then on this you can see it says only service animals are permitted in this building. Target. So I can't really reach up here, to be honest, which kind of sucks. I really wish we could see in here. Yeah, there really is nothing I can do, unfortunately, guys. You can see the top of it. I mean, can we see anything? I can't reach up that far. Dang it. Well, I'm not going to stay here too long, man. Like I said, this is an active business, and I don't want to piss anybody off, but I had to come see this place, and they've papered up all of this, too. This probably would have been like if it wasn't a cafe or something, it maybe would have been an office. And then there's a label scar for something up here, but this probably would have been after Target, to be honest. So I've been out here for like 40 minutes checking out the Kohl's, and now looking at this. Well, it wasn't a 40-minute video, but you get the idea. I was out here for a long time. I hope these people aren't still back here, but they probably are, aren't they? Alrighty, so here we're gonna go on the side of this old Target Greatland / Super Target. Not entirely sure which one it is, but I wanted to show this because there's an ancient Target artifact on the side of this that clearly shows that it was a Target. You can see how like faded the paint on this is too, especially compared to the Kohls, which I don't even know how long ago this was painted. It's hurting too at the top. You can see it's peeling off, scraping off, but even so, this is way worse. Yeah, so I do know that the loading dock for this place is actively used. They use it for the furniture place, so I'm not going to disturb that. There was actually 2 gentlemen taking their break on the Kohl stairs there, so I know that they still use this place, or that they use this. But yep, you can see fire door, do not block. Clearly a Target artifact. This screams Target. It's the font. It would have been bright red. Screams Target. Now let's take a look back here. I hope that there's nobody back here that's gonna freak out. Yeah, not too much. Yeah, so you can see this would have been the Target receiving doors. I'm not sure if they would have had any on the other side. No way that's a Target cart. No way that is. I'm not gonna go behind it. Okay, that's a Costco cart. I was about to freak out. Like, no freaking way, man. But yeah, this is the Target loading bay. All right. And I'll even go a little bit further, man. And I'll just take a quick peek behind this fence so that we can see the whole rear of the building. But then I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I don't want to be here too long. They clearly don't want you to get in, you know, or be here when you're not supposed to be. Holy crap. It's got all kinds of litter and garbage on it, but clearly this was the rear of an old Super Target / Target Greatland. Man, I really wish I could see inside of this place. So bad. But, and then there's a sneak peek at the Kohls, but stay tuned for that video. So, anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had to redo it and cut and paste, kind of a quick put together video. So I do apologize for that, but I had to show these places off. I've never seen either of them in my life. I've never seen a Kohl's abandoned, and I've never seen a Target like the Greatland or the Super Target format in person, at least. I've seen like, I mean, I've seen Target, like Super Targets in this design in videos, and I may have seen like 1 or 2 passing by on the road, but I've never been up close with it and been able to see everything that this once was. I mean, it's not common that you see Target supercenters. I mean, I hate to say this, but you probably saw more Kmart supercenters than you saw Targets, and obviously the Kmarts are all gone, but you get the idea. Target did not build a lot of supercenters at all for whatever reason, but they obviously didn't need to because they're still going alive and well, you know. So good job, Transform Co. But anyway, I'll get to the front and we'll wrap this video up. This isn't a really long video. Like I said, this technically is still an active business, which is why I'm not like, I would walk the whole thing, but like I said, they used that side, and when I did the Kohls, they actually still used the loading docks on this side. They have it fenced off and everything, so I'm thinking that they just have this closed off to the public because this is a huge building and they only use a part of it, and the rest of this is probably just storage. But I really wish I could see through those doors, but I'm not going to press the issue. Honestly, it might have been a Greatland if you see the green entranceway. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but either way, old Target of some form, whether it was a Greatland or a Supercenter, one of the two. Man, it was really freaking sick to see both of these places, both the Kohls and this, even if this is kind of like a half, you know, weird video. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to respect the fact that this is an operating business, but for what it's worth, we got to see the outside of an old Target and a little bit of the inside. I know it wasn't that much, and I am sorry for that, but if you've never seen one of these before, like me, you get to see one now. So anyway, with that being said, I'll get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being part of the Zee Mann family. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to support me on Instagram as well as the channel. Subscribe and, you know, show your support in the comment section. I know I haven't responded to that many comments, and I am sorry, but bear with me. I will get to it. I flipped the camera around so I could show you this really quick also. Trees is an abandoned Big Lots that closed when Big Lots went out of business, and it did not reopen. I'm not going to film that because it's in a plaza. It's really not worth a video. It's just a small little building that would probably take 4 minutes to do, so I'm just going to forgo that one. But I'm showing it to you now so you can see Big Lots is sad lots because it is gone lots, huh? Corny, huh? I know. Yeah, I'm going to try and go to the back of this parking lot, though, so that you can see the old Babies R Us, but I'm not going to make you guys look at me walking back there, so give me 1 sec. Yeah, so as you can see, Metro Chef, clearly a Babies R Us. The facade gives it away, absolutely no doubt that that was a Babies R Us. So I just wanted to show that off, thought it was pretty cool. And now I'm really going to get out of you guys' way, so thank you all for watching. At this retail trifecta of abandonment, old Babies R Us gone, Target Greatland or Super Target gone, and Kohl's was the last sole survivor, and it too bit the dust. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll get out of your way, and take care out there, man. Peace.